Hi, I'm Tanya, and I'm doing egg freezing for the first time in my life at 28. I want to talk about this topic because I feel in the Latino community, we don't really talk about fertility preservation and some steps that we need to take in order to be able to have kids later in life if that's what we decide to do. In my case, I'm not even sure if I want to have kids, but I do have something called endometriosis that impacts my fertility in the long run. And that's why I decided to go ahead and start the process of freezing my eggs. And I'm just going to be sharing the process here because it's not only a financial process, but it's also an emotional and a physical process. And we need to talk about this as an option for women so we in the future can have more options and decide what's better for us. The process by itself, in my opinion, sounds a little bit complicated. I haven't done it, but based on the book that I read, I think it's going to be an emotional one. And I'll also cover the cost of egg freezing, at least for me, so people have a good understanding of how much it could cost if you're paying out of pocket. So I had my first appointment today, and I want to talk about something I noticed. And I always see this pretty much everywhere that I go because of the city I live in. But I'm sitting in the waiting room waiting for my name to be called, and I see some couples around me, some women by themselves. None of them are Latinos or Latinas. And it's so weird to me to be in spaces where Latinas are not present. And I live in a city that doesn't really have a Hispanic representation, but being there by myself as a Latina in that waiting room was kind of like a confirmation that I wanted to document this for other Latinas to be more aware of the process and see it as an option if they decide to do it at some point. So that was the first thing. I did have my first appointment, and I'll talk about how it is to start the process in a different video. But I think having the first appointment was easier than I expected. It was kind of like taking the first step, and now it's just a matter of time for my next appointment, meeting with my doctor for the first time, and actually getting this started. So I'll keep you posted with all the progress.